Morning, I'm Ethan Fredericks, and today I'm going to be talking about overfishing and the NGO I've chosen, Oceana. This is some research question we did at the start of the term. It just talks about some more background research on overfishing, the main cause of the issue, which is the removal of species of a fish from a body of water at a rate which they cannot replenish in time, and also what the solution to the matter is and how this impacts us locally. This talks about the sea of change operants, which are various operands which each represent a different issue of the ocean. We chose three ones that spoke to us, and then got some more background information about the artists and each artwork. This is the Oceana mission statement. In summary, Oceana say the problem is the oceans are vast, but they are not immune to human influence. We have already altered and destroyed their marine ecosystem and have brought million years old species to the brink of extinction, according to the study published in the Science. Less than 4% of the oceans remain unaffected by human activity. Their vision is also the oceans seek to make our oceans as rich, healthy, and abundant as they once were. These are my first jellyfish inspirations. I went for a more cartoon, non-realistic approach. I like both of these because of the contrast. There's quite bright, vibrant colors that have a nice contrast to the dark, murky ones of the ocean. But I probably like the ones to the left a bit more, as they're a teeny bit more realistic, and this represent the jellyfish, the motion of the tentacles more, and the way it's going through the water. This is my final jellyfish artwork. It's a multimodal piece, so I used a variation of colors to create a green murky color representing the murky water of the ocean's depth. Bottom half, I used paint markers and sprayed water. I used a variation of bright colors, and it creates a very flowing dripping effect with the water. The top half, I went for a more cartoon-esque approach. I used I just added in some more different dots, shapes, and colors, just to give that pop of color and create more of a cartoon effect. And as it also has very nice contrast to the dark water behind it. These are my initial design inspirations for my overfishing piece. I like the first image because it just simply represents um, toxicity and how another person is getting infected, showing how humans are affecting the ocean, how the ocean is slowly dying. The other one next to it is a very simple one. It has a large overweight man with a net holding all the seaweed and fish, and then leaving the ocean bare on the other side with two hungry people who need the resources. I also like the simplicity and the contrast of the yellow people into the ocean, which is used like different whites and the dark blues to show the gradient of the dark ocean to the top of the water. These are my initial drawings. I went for the toxic ban at the bottom simply just to show the toxicity of the ban killing the ocean, and then also use these flowy shape designs to break up the page. And then next to it, these are my different colors ideas for those shapes. I went with some colors representing evil. I use like for that dark red and pink, and then I also use blue and green as the good side. These are my overfishing. This is my overfishing artwork progress. I first started off. I chose this dark blue background. It has a nice contrast of these black veins through it. It looks like seaweed or represents like the dark depths of the ocean. It just gives a nice gloomy effect with the dark blue seaweed and then the lighter blue color of the ocean. I included those shapes to split the page in half, and it flows very nicely with the different contrast of colors. Next, I included the two figures, the evil man at the bottom representing the evil humans are doing, killing the ocean, and the top, which is a healthy person being slowly killed and infected by a disease, representing the ocean slowly dying. I used a dark green for his lungs and brain. which relates to the colors of the ocean again, and the other person red. Next, I added in red paint as it's a multimodal artwork. I use a sponge to just give it a more infected vibe, looking all gross. I also added it to the arm of the healthy man to show the infection slowly spreading. I then added this same thing but with white paint to the healthy person, just giving it a pop of brightness, just representing that it's the positive one in the artwork and how it's being slowly killed by the red. This is my final piece. I added in different aspects of the multimodal part of it. I added in fish hooks, rusty fish hooks, and fishing wire, also a sinker. Um, on the side of the red person, who's representing the human evil, I have sinkers hanging and red and orange fish hanging. The red fish has bricks on it representing the humans and their machinery and how it's killing the ocean. And then on the other side with the person who's not dead yet, there's more positive colors for the fish, where it has like scaly purple fish and nice orange fish, just representing more healthy. But it also has one of the red brick fish, as that side is still not fully healthy and is being slightly killed.